Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming planetary transit of Mars. Like currently, Mars is transiting in the sign of Taurus, where it is conjunct with north node of Moon, which is planet Rahu. But on 14th of April, Mars is going to enter the sign of Gemini and it is going to stay there till 1st of June. But the catch here is that this transit is little bit vulnerable because Gemini is a sign which is being ruled by the arch enemy of planet Mars, which is the planet Mercury. So what kind of results we can expect? So this whole discussion is going to be divided in two videos. In this first video, we will try to understand the generalized results of this transit of the planet Mars. We will also take into consideration the important dates when within the sign of Gemini, Mars is going to transit through different nakshatras. And we will also have a look or a deeper perspective on how to handle this energy. And in the next section, or in the next video, we will try to understand this transit for all the 12 ascendants. So okay friends, to begin with, as you must be knowing this fact that just the mere placement of the planet Mars in your chart just tells about in which area of your life you are going to exert your energies in this lifetime. And if you want to understand the style of the exertion of your energies, then you also have to take into consideration the zodiac sign placement as well. So I mean to say, there couldn't be a better placement for planet Mars than to be in the earth signs or in the fire signs. When we talk about the water signs, it could be a little bit vulnerable placement because in water signs, Mars could give someone tendency of harboring resentment. And when we talk about Martian placement or Mars's placement in the air signs, so that gain a lot of importance in today's day and age because of the rise or advent of the social media, because majority of the communication, majority of the dealings these days takes place through air signs only. So I mean to say, even when we talk about the air signs like Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, so Gemini could be a little bit sensitive placement for the planet Mars because first of all you have to understand what does Mars represent. Mars represent your courage, your valor, your capacity to take initiative, your willpower, your logical problem solving skills, technical knowledge, and most importantly, Mars is the commander in the council of the minister of the planets. So like I mean to say, a commander is one whose duty is to defend righteousness, to be very disciplined. And when we talk about the sign Gemini, so Gemini has got lot of innate potential and tendencies of restlessness, little bit of the capacity of being very frivolous. So I mean to say, the energy of Mars could be little bit scattered or could be little bit unfocused in the Gemini sign. So because of which, whenever we talk about whether the placement of Mars in the Gemini sign in your natal chart or whether even in the transit, because wheresoever Mars in the transit moves, somehow the circumstances or your priorities or your energies could take a shift as well. And at the same time guys, if we have discussed the general signification of the planet Mars, so you have to also understand this thing that in the positive side, Mars is the only planet which can make someone or give someone a very generous or very protective nature. But at the same time, if Mars is afflicted, it could also give someone argumentative nature, trying to nitpick, trying to pick up fights on very trivial reasons. So I mean to say, specifically when we talk about the Gemini sign, the transit of Mars could actually kind of increase your pent up energies, could actually make you or bring you on the edge where you will try to nitpick. And this is a sign which is the original Kalpurush Kundli's third house energy, which is the house of your courage, which is the house of your valor, which is the house of your own self-initiated efforts, which is the house of your skills. So I mean to say, this transit of planet Mars in the Gemini sign needs to be understood with lots of contemplation and giving attention to the details. So friends, to begin with, if you want to understand the important dates of this transit, so as you must be knowing this thing that on 14th of April when Mars is going to enter this Gemini sign, it is going to be transiting in the nakshatra of Mrigashira. Mrigashira is a nakshatra which is being ruled by planet Mars itself. So I mean to say, till the time Mars is going to be in the Mrigashira nakshatra, that portion could be seen as a very good time in order to devote yourself towards your skills, towards your craft. This transit of Mars in the Gemini sign can still be seen as very blessed or very positive for all those people in whose case, whether it's the Gemini sign or whether it's the third house related profession directly qualify. Like you work in advertising, you work in sales, you work in marketing, you work in content creation, performing arts, you are a journalist. So I mean to say, definitely this is going to be a time when there is going to be a lot of Twitter wars, celebrities tweeting against each other, people getting into fights. That is definitely going to happen. But at the same time, this transit, the professions which I just mentioned, could be seen as very good time for all these people, where their exertion of energies, their priorities are going to go completely towards getting that kind of refinement in their craft. And guys, on 25th of April, Mars is going to enter the nakshatra of Ardra. Like I mean to say, Ardra is a nakshatra which is being ruled by the planet Rahu. And from 25th of April till 17th of May, Mars is going to remain within the Gemini sign in the Ardra nakshatra. So this could be seen as a time when the Martian energy is definitely going to be bit volatile, bit scattered, or could be little bit like unfocused as well, where you might have temper related concerns, throwing tantrums, not able to focus yourself, or your priorities might go haywire. So there you need to give attention, because guys, at the end, when we try to understand the exact results, we also have to pay attention to the sign lord as well. So as you know this thing, that currently Mercury is debilitated in transit, and it is going to stay debilitated till 16th of April. And from 16th of April till 1st of the May, Mercury is going to enter the sign of Aries. So in a way you can see this thing, that till 1st of May, there is going to be exchange of the houses between Mars and Mercury. So I mean to say, the time period specifically till 1st of May can be seen as little bit volatile, little bit vulnerable, where you have to give attention to your priorities. I mean to say guys, whenever we talk about the Gemini sign, see, this sign also has got lot of flirtatious potential as well. And we know this thing, that it's the Mars only which represents your animalistic instincts, which represents your passion. And the Gemini sign not only represents flirtatiousness, not only represents passion, but it is also the house of gossip as well. So it all comes down to you, that how you're going to utilize your energies. Are you going to waste your energies by engaging in all kind of useless gossips with people around you, or whether you are going to use this energy or use this sudden surge of energy or little bit of the pent up nervous energies in devoting yourself to your craft, devoting yourself to your skill. Or let's say for example, if in your case any of the hobbies concerning or involving musical instruments, performing arts, making use of your hands qualify. So I mean to say, it all comes down to how you're going to utilize this surge of energy when it is going to be transiting in the Gemini sign. And guys, one thing which you have to understand is that definitely, like, the Mercurian signs are a difficult placement for the planet Mars. But when we talk about, just because Gemini is the original third house energy, which is considered as, or where Mars is connected as significator or karaka, because third house also represents your courage and valor. So I mean to say, non-living signification can still thrive of the house where in basis your ascendant Gemini sign falls. But when we talk about the living signification, those prospects always suffer. So I mean to say, basis your ascendant, like in the next video when we will have our customized discussion, you have to understand this thing, that wheresoever your Gemini sign is falling, where Mars is going to be transiting, you have to give lot of attention to not unnecessarily picking up fight with people who represents that house. And at the same time, any sort of arguments, any sort of, just because you're not able to handle the energies, or you're on the edge, so trying to nitpick, trying to getting into arguments or quarrels on trivial issues or concerns, so that is something which you have to give attention to. So at the end, friends, I just want to summarize this video on this note only, that the transit of Mars in the Gemini sign is going to be divided in 3 nakshatras. The time period when Mars is going to be in the Mrigashira nakshatra can be seen as very good time for all those people who are engaged in any of the research, any of the intellectual pursuit, or devoting yourself to your craft, to your skill. When we talk about the transit of Mars from 25th of April till 17th of May, when it is going to be in the Ardra. So I mean to say, this transit could actually give you temper related concerns, throwing tantrums on people, but at the same time, this transit is still a good time for all those people who are directly connected to the fields of social media, anything related to fame, film, media business, or even connected to the fields of technology. And guys, from 17th of May till 1st of June, when Mars is going to enter the nakshatra of Punarvasu, so that still can be seen as a very good time in order to actually mend up all the terms which you might have spoiled so far when Mars would have traveled within the Gemini sign, covering the nakshatra of Mrigashira and the Ardra. And specifically when we talk about the Punarvasu nakshatra, Punarvasu is a nakshatra which is being ruled by the planet Jupiter, which is going to be transiting in the Aquarius sign. So I mean to say, that time period can still be seen as very positive in order to get engaged in within people of your neighborhood, your friends, your comrades, devoting yourself to your hobby, short journeys and travels. So all those activities can still manifest or materialize when Mars is going to be transiting in the Punarvasu section of the Gemini zodiac sign. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of the general results or manifestation of energies of the transit of planet Mars on 14th of April in the Gemini sign. In the next video, we will take up the customized approach for understanding this transit results of planet Mars. So friends, for further more updates and notifications on the divine science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.